All right, guys, again, thank you so much for checking in. My name's Nathan Lack. I'm the CEO and founder of Heyo. And here's what I want you guys to know. This is what we're going to focus on today. So if you've been on early and you had me minimize, guys, maximize the screen, shut down Gmail, put away Skype, turn your phone over, push it away, avoid those texts you're getting from coworkers that are begging for your attention for unimportant things, and focus here on my screen, because we're going to focus on the quick way to build a 1,000-person list, even in an industry that doesn't know you yet. So in the next 35 minutes, here's what we're going to focus on. Why don't you read the first bullet to yourself, the black text across the top of my screen? And once you've read the first bullet, go ahead and read the second. And lastly, over the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn how to one button that you can push on Facebook that will make your email list double, literally just like gravity makes an apple fall to the ground. Now, you want to stay tuned, guys, for the full 35, 45 minutes because you may win a prize. I'll tell you how to win that prize and what it is in a second. We'll also have live Q&A at the end, again, and a surprise. So tell me real quick, guys, in the GoToWebinar questions, yes or no, who is ready to rock and roll? Give me a big ol' heck yes if you're excited for this. Who is ready to rock and roll? Marnie, don't just give me a Y. You got to throw in some exclamation points, capital letters. Who is ready to go? Yvonne Brown is in. Heather Cameron. Travis is here. Kyle, John McConey. Very good. Very, very good. Folks are ready to go. So we are going to get right into the content. But first off, guys, you never want to get online and talk to a stranger. Here is me. That's a horrible headshot in the upper left of the screen. Don't judge me, please. All right. Now, this whole journey for us at Heyo started 5 years ago. Okay. We launched the business. We launched with a bang. We care about small business owners only. We do not care, and I do not care at all about large corporations. They're boring, and they don't care about the small guy. So what we focused on were small businesses. I traveled the world. I spoke at the World Leaders Forum in Chicago talking about the importance of small businesses on the entire global economy. I shared the stage there with the former president. I then traveled the world speaking at social media events, okay, social media strategy events, and we were featured in the Wiley's book. Are you guys familiar with the Wiley books, the Dummy series? You know, the black and yellow ones? And we were featured in how to, okay, Facebook market. Right? How to Facebook market. Now, after the wild success of that book, it was a bestseller. We were featured on Creative Live, where we taught 10,000 business owners live how to use Facebook to grow their business, get quick customers, so they can quit their day job and, again, build the business that they love. Through this whole entire journey, guys, we have launched over 500,000 campaigns. Tell me in the chat, how many campaigns have we launched? Tell me in the chat, how many campaigns have we launched? 500,000. You guys got it right. So this is why this webinar is going to be one of the best webinars, probably the best actually you've been on. We're taking everything we've learned from 500,000 campaigns, okay, which has taken us years to collect, and boom, we're giving you only the good stuff in 35 minutes. So we're basically saving you 5 years of your life, which I love. Now, over this time period we've been doing this, we've been featured in all Facebook, Social Media Examiner, JeffBullis.com, Inside Facebook, Yahoo, and we even did an in-depth study with the Wall Street Journal on Facebook ad prices. So you're in the right spot. Now, guys, that's a little bit about me, but I definitely don't want to be talking to strangers. So tell me real quick by answering the poll on the screen, who the heck are you? Who the heck are you? Go ahead real quick, take a second, answer that poll on your screen. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a small business? Are you an agency? Or are you a consultant? Now, guys, we are at about 700 people live. The seats max out at 1,000, so we're likely going to fill up. So if you have friends who you want to get on this webinar so they don't miss out, you want to tell them now. Grab them and tell them to get on now because we're going to fill up. In the meantime, answer that poll. I see 41% of you have voted. I need at least 50% of you to vote to move forward. So if you're ignoring me or you have the screen minimized, maximize the screen. You're holding us up, and go ahead and answer that poll for me. 46%, 47%, 48%. We're almost to 50. 49. All right, boom, 50. I'll close the poll. I'll share the results. Here you guys go. 67% of you are entrepreneurs. 18% of you are small business owners. We've got 1 or 2 agencies on, and then about 14% of you are consultants. And the great news is no matter what you are, there's something on this webinar for you that's going to be very valuable. Now, I talked about a prize. Guys, all of you hopefully got the worksheet we sent out before the webinar. And here's how you win. There's a great prize at the end. Here's how you win the prize. All you have to do is tweet your notes to me during the webinar using the hashtag HeyONotes, hashtag HeyONotes. Now, you're going to win a free Heyo t-shirt. We'll pick a winner at the end. And I got to tell you, these t-shirts are absolutely amazing. I'm wearing one right now. It's like, you know, baby skin all over your skin. It's warm. They're comfortable. It's like the best t-shirt you've ever worn. You're going to love it. Okay? So take great notes. I'll tell you what to write down. Submit them, and you'll potentially win. All right, let's jump in. Again, in the next 35 minutes, whether you're an entrepreneur or a small business, an agency, or a consultant, I'm going to walk you through how to steal your competitors' list and do it in a way where they agree. That way you build your own list. Next, maybe you're wondering, Nathan, I have a big list, but no one's opening my emails. Tell me why they're not opening them. I'll walk you through that. And lastly, I'll show you the one button you can push on Facebook to literally double your email list, as sure as gravity pulls an apple to the ground. All right, and you want to stay tuned till the end for live Q&A, a surprise, and your chance to win a prize. All right, who is ready for step 1? I see about 67% of you are viewing my screen right now. The rest of you, please leave the webinar if you're not going to actually watch my screen. That will open up seats for other people to get on because we are basically full. Okay, so either maximize my screen or leave the webinar. Here's section 1, how to steal your competitor's list in an ethical way. So here's what you want to do. What you want to do is target bloggers who've written about your competitors, okay? Now, you might be wondering, Nathan, how do we do that? How do we find bloggers who've written about our competitors? I'm going to go to the next slide now and show you how. This is one of those things you want to screenshot and save it and print it off. At Heyo, when we execute this strategy, we use these 6 tools to find influential people who have written about our competitors. Go ahead and read the tools there to yourself and write them down. Go ahead and read those tools here to yourself and write them down. Now, Chris, I'm going to unmuted. Heyo Office, which one of these tools are your favorite to use for finding influencers?
Hey Nathan, thanks for pulling me in. I'd have to say BuzzSumo is one of my favorites. It's a great way to track the success via the volume of social shares of a particular blog post or of a particular category of blog posts, and then actually see the influencers that have talked about that blog post. So we use that one a lot to kind of dive in and look at various blog articles and their topics, and drill into who they're talking about, and then who is actually posting and tweeting about those articles on social.
Muted. Chris's favorite is BuzzSumo. I also love SimilarWeb. Let me walk you through the next step, okay? So SimilarWeb is free to use. You're going to go to similarweb.com, okay? And when you go to similarweb.com, you will type in, okay, somebody who competes with you. So I'm going to use an example, guys. Type in the GoToWebinar questions real quick. What industry are you in? Type in the GoToWebinar questions real quick. Busta Hodges, Misty Burnster, PJ Ray, Carlos, Paula Smith. What industry are you in? Okay, I'm seeing green living, spiritual, travel, MLM, education, healthcare, fitness, food processing, e-commerce, Planet Nursery, political. I see a lot of coaches, speakers, digital downloads. Okay, great. Education. So guys, what you want to do, yes or no, all of you know who your biggest competitor is, right? Maybe their website. What you would do is write this down. Step 1, go to similarweb.com. Step 2, type in their URL. Okay? What will happen when you do this is it will then tell you, okay, what the biggest inbound links are. So watch my screen here real quick. I'm going to do this, okay, similarweb.com. Okay? And let's say, you know, let me find somebody real quick. I'm just going to find a nutrition site, a random nutrition site. Okay, let's say you compete with Choose My Plate, right, .gov. What you'll do is you'd copy that URL, okay? You'd go to similarweb.com. You'd put in the URL right there and click search. And when you do that, SimilarWeb will return to you, okay, what websites link to choosemyplate.gov. Do you see here where it says top referring sites, guys? So learn.flsvs.net, nutrition.gov, okay? Maybe I compete with QuickSprout. Okay, you would type in QuickSprout, and again, you're going to see all of the inbound referral links. Again, these are people that are writing and sending traffic to my competitors. So Forbes, Entrepreneur, Feedly, Neil Patel. What you want to do next after you get this list, again, guys, how great is this? It's free. It's totally free. Barbara McDaniel, Monte, Neil, Pat, guys, who loves free things, right? It's all free. What you want to do then is get the freaking email of the blogger that wrote about your competitor. So let me show you how to do that. Again, this is how you literally steal, guys, your competitor's lists in an ethical way. This is the tweet I would send out. I'd find the author of the article and I'd tweet them this. I'll let you read it. So guys, notice what I did here. Okay, I didn't full on pitch them in the tweet. I said I have a screenshot of an idea, curious if you've heard of it, what's your best email? Your goal is to get their email so then you can email them, right, and pitch them on writing about you. That's how you get their list, okay? So write that down. Any of you guys can use this same strategy I'm teaching right now, no matter what industry you just typed in. You have to remember, guys, when you're doing this, this is a phrase I live by. Are you ready? Read it with me. Hesitation is the enemy of hustle. Hesitation is the enemy of hustle. Never forget that. If you're uncomfortable doing this, just remember you have nothing to lose. Hesitation is the enemy of hustle. Go do this, and you will get folks responding, willing to write about you and cover you. The other way you can get their email, the blogger's email that wrote about your competitor, is by going to the blogger's blog and then going to their website contact form. Now, people make a mistake here. They put in all the information right here in the message section. Do you see where my mouse is? Do you see where my mouse is? You don't want to put all the information in the message section. In fact, this is all I write. Read this black text here. This is all I write. Okay, I put Nathan Latka, my email. I say, hey, Jessica, ping me when you get this, please. That way they reply. It'll come to my inbox, and I'll see the reply to email address. Make sense? Okay, so this is, again, a great way to get the email of the people promoting your competitors to convince them to promote you. Lastly, if you go to a blogger's website, again, that you want to get in contact with so they'll email for you or help you build your list, you can scroll to the bottom and click on their terms of service or their privacy policy where they're required to give you, okay, their physical addresses or email address. So you can find it there. Okay, so get their email. And lastly, guys, we use a tool, write this down. It's called mailtester.com. Write that down, mailtester.com. You can go there and guess people's emails. And if everything turns green, okay, it means you got the right email. This is how I got Jeff Bezos' email. He's the CEO of Amazon. Take a look at my screen. See how everything's green? That means this email I guessed is right. So if there's a big influencer you're trying to reach and you don't know their email, use MailTester to try and guess their email. Here are some other tools we use to find people's email. I'll let you read them all and maybe take a screenshot of this slide because it really is great. They're all great tools and they're all free. These are all great tool guys and they're all free. All right, Steve Aweben said, this is great information. I'm already appreciating this. I'm loving it. Very good. Pat Ernie said, I'm loving this. Cool tip. Okay, you guys got all these tips? Yes or no? Who is with me? Yes or no? Is everybody with me? Type yes in the questions if you're with me. You guys have already had aha moments, haven't you? You're already going, this Nathan guy is crazy. He has too much energy. I love this webinar. It's the best webinar I've been on, right? You guys are great too. Kevin Lewis, you guys are great. Okay, let's keep moving forward. No time to waste. We've got stuff to do, families to hang out with, and weekend stuff to plan. Let's move forward. Step 3. You guys need to give them the knock-knock pitch. Now, yes or no? Have you guys heard of what the knock-knock pitch is before? It's called a knock-knock pitch. It's like a knock-knock joke. Okay? It's like when I go, hey guys, you want to hear a joke? I go knock-knock, and if you don't say who's there, I don't have your interest. So you have to say knock-knock in a compelling way to get a response. Here's how it works. Now, it might be best to just take a screenshot of this or a picture with your phone or something. But here's the subject line I use, okay, to get any big influencer to reply to me and help. Basically, I get them to email their list a link to my landing page, which gets their list onto my list for free. I'll say in the subject line, idea, comma, follow up from Twitter. And then in the content, I'll say, hey, Melissa, I saw this article. Okay, it did super well. Do you think your audience would like this kind of content? Okay, so here I'm pitching Melissa on letting me post to her blog and to her people an article about my business. Okay, it's just like what Aweber does with us and what we do with Aweber. It's a great way to do it, but you need to keep it short and sweet. That's you basically going knock knock. Now, they then want to say basically who's there, and if they say who's there, they're interested, and you need to make it easy for them to understand what you're pitching. So use Dropbox or Google Drive to actually write the article, take a stab at writing the article for them. Okay? And when you write your article, include a link back to your email subscriber landing page where people can subscribe. This is a great way to build your list for free. And you need to remember this, okay? Jim Lovell taught me this. Read the quote on my screen now. Jim, he's a really smart guy. Go ahead and read that quote for yourself. A little Friday afternoon inspiration here on September 11th. Here we go. Great quote, isn't it? All right, those of you not looking at my screen, you're going to miss the quote. I'm moving forward. Here we go. Okay, let's get into step number 2. So you have a list, but no one is opening your emails, right? Guys, tell me in the GoToWebinar questions real quick. How many email subscribers do you have, out of curiosity? How many do you have out of curiosity? I'm going to go find and see if I can talk to Meg Clifford here real quick on the line. ABCDFGJKLM. While you guys are answering in the chat, again, how many subscribers do you have, just out of curiosity? I'm going to see if I can go find Meg Clifford. Hey, Meg, you're unmuted. Is your microphone connected?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Okay, what are you thinking about this content so far?
I think it's great.
Oh, go
ahead.
No, I was going to say very good. What were you going to say?
No, go ahead. I'm good.
Good. Well, Meg, again, thanks for joining on. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I'll unmute you at the end to get more of your feedback. I see a lot of you guys are telling me, again, how many folks you have on your list there in chat, which is great. So let's say you do have one of these lists, guys, and you're not getting the open rates that you want. Here is the key to fixing that, okay? Here's the key to fixing that. You need to tell people exactly what you want them to do. In fact, here I am keynoting an event called Agents of Change in Maine, and I've got people like Chris Ducker, John Lee Dumas, Greg Hickman, Nick Unsworth on stage. I'm telling them all to stand up and jump, and look, they all stand up and jump, okay? Because you're direct. You tell them what you want them to do. Here's what I mean in terms of increasing your open rate. That subject line should be very short and provoke curiosity. It should be very short and provoke curiosity. So think back. In fact, I was reading the other day, keep politics aside, but President Obama's the email he sent out to his list that raised him the most money, can you guys guess what the subject line was? It was hey. H-E-Y. That was it. It was hey. Had over 70% open rate. Okay? That's you going knock knock. Okay? So you want to keep that subject line short and sweet. Now, again, we just said this. When people basically go, who's there, that's when they open. They've opened the email. That's them going, who's there? That's them saying, okay, Nathan, tell me more. Tell me the rest of the joke. Okay? So then in the copy of your email, this is where you want to provoke curiosity. Okay? And you want them to basically, again, stay engaged with your joke. You're preparing them to laugh, to feel good, and ultimately you're preparing them to click the link in the article. Okay? So, again, the XYZ, that's just the content or the copy inside your email. All right? Step 4, okay? Step 4, again, you go knock, knock. You say, who's there? And I say, Joanne. And they go, Joanne who? Or XYZ who? That's because they're still interested in again, the knock knock joke. That's the analogy we're using, and they're going to click, right? Because they want to know who's there. So you guys need to think about when you're email marketing, keep the thing short and sweet and conversational. We see people all the time, they spend like days putting together these emails that are elaborately designed and have fancy banners and pictures and things that move and cat emojis and fancy PS scripts and all this. Keep it simple. Act like you're emailing your mom. That's the best way to maximize your open and click-through rates. Okay? Keep in mind, guys, if you are boring, they just won't click. If you're boring, they just won't click. Now, I want to give you guys something special, okay, because you're tuning in and listening, and only people that are listening to my voice right now really carefully are going to get this. Write down, I'm going to whisper it, okay? Write down on your notes the boron, B-O-R-O-N, letters. The boron letters. The reason I'm whispering this to you guys, this is my secret for great headlines and great copy. The boron letters are letters that a dad wrote to his son while he was in jail. It's an amazing story. They're free. You can just search them online. You'll get the PDF, The Boron Letters. That will walk you through how to not be boring. It'll show you how to provoke curiosity to get more clicks. Okay, so again, in those emails, to increase open rates, provoke curiosity in the subject line, create urgency in the content, and drive scarcity in the content as well. Okay, something like click here today to make sure you get access to why we only have 15 copies available. Right, urgency and scarcity all in one. All right, guys. The next thing we're going to move into is combining social marketing with list building. Okay, so I need to know real quick, I'm going to ask you guys, how many of you guys have launched a Facebook campaign before? Go ahead and answer the poll on your screen right now. Either yes, no, but I want to soon, or no, I don't use Facebook. Go ahead and answer that now. All right, Brandon, while folks are answering, I'm going to unmute you here for a second. So walk me through, what do you think so far the most important takeaway is for folks using Aweber looking to build their list?
Oh, that's a tough question. There's been so much stuff. I'd say, we did, yeah, that's a tough one. I'd say that, we stress really heavily here at Aweber permission-based emailing. So, it's important to, when you're reaching out to these influencers to try and get them to subscribe or get them to, get to work with them, is to make sure that you're keeping that in mind, that you're not trying to spam them, you're not trying to do anything that's against those policies, but just make sure that as you're doing that, you're keeping that in mind. You always want to have the permission-based approach, because it's going to help with your engagement later on, and it's going to help with your deliverability in the long run. There
you go, Brandon. Great points. And again, the more pull-based and permission-based marketing you are, the more engagement you're going to get, as Brandon articulated. Okay, 67% of you have voted. I'm going to close the poll and share it. 48% of you said, yes, I have launched a Facebook campaign, and there are well over 760 of you live right now, so a great sample size here. 45% of you said, no, but I want to soon. 7% of you said, no, I don't use Facebook. Those of you that said, no, I don't use Facebook, definitely leave the webinar right now. The rest of the content is not going to be valuable for you at all. That's because I'm going to walk you through how to use Facebook to double your email list. Okay, so again, those of you that chose no, I don't use Facebook, your time is so valuable. Don't waste it. The rest of the content is not a good fit for you. Go ahead and leave. Okay, those of you using Facebook, listen carefully. This is exactly for you. I want to walk through the one button that you can push on Facebook to double your list. And here's a little hint. No, I'm not going to say you should spend $10 million on ads. This strategy requires no ad spend. But we're moving fast, guys. Tell me real quick, yes or no. Are you with me? Are you guys with me? Janet Lamana said Yahoo. Tell me real quick in the chat, who's still with me? Pat Ernest said let's go. Michael's with me. Adrian's with me. Suzanne, Greta, George, Pat, Troy Schultz, Dylan's with me. Okay, good. There's so many people on. I'm getting hundreds of comments really fast. You guys are with me. Here we go. All right. I want you to take a look at this. This is the one-man fan page. Okay. What they did is they wanted to creatively launch a photo contest on Facebook to double their list and drive engagement. Study this slide real quick before I move to the next slide. Study this photo contest. See if you can catch why this was so successful. See if you can look at this and catch why this was so successful. I'm going to walk through it here in a second, but again, it's on their Facebook page. They ask their fans to enter a photo, their email, first name, last name, and city, and then people vote on the photos, and the winner gets something. Okay? I'm going to show you why this did so well. This also works on mobile. Okay? Now let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys know how many people are only using Facebook from their mobile device every day? Guess in the questions. Guess in the questions. Give me a number. Give me a number. Craig Touch said most of them. No, give me a number. How many millions? How many millions? Kitty Bulch said 30 million. Luis said 80 million. Give me a number. How many millions? Deborah said 500 million. That's close. Are you guys ready for the number? Write this down. 624 million people use Facebook every day only from their mobile device. Not mobile and desktop. They only do it from their mobile device. 624 million. Luke Barber, John Homer, Rick Killian. What does that mean? It means if you don't optimize your Facebook campaigns for mobile, it's literally like taking a knife from your kitchen right now, cutting through your hips, and letting your legs die and fall away. You're literally cutting yourself in half. You're not going to have success. Okay, you've got to make sure your mobile campaigns are optimized. All right, guys, what do you have to make sure your campaigns are? Who's listening carefully? Tell me in the chat. What do you have to make sure your campaigns are? Okay, good. You guys are on top of it. Mobile optimized. Okay, I'm going to show you, if you keep watching, the one click that you can click on Facebook to make sure all your campaigns are mobile optimized. Here's what the one-man photo contest looks like on mobile. It's gorgeous. Let me show you what happened. They asked people again to enter the contest and vote. And because of how it's built, when people vote, it generates a tweet. Okay, getting people to vote, more people to vote. Look what happened here. I'm going to scroll through all the tweets that were generated from this one campaign, all for free. Look at this. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Guys, this is how you get free impressions with no ad spend. You create a hyper-engaging campaign people can't help but share. Who just had an aha moment, guys? Who just saw this and it clicked? You just said, oh my gosh, I get it, I get it, I get it. I get all my fans to market for me, and it's going to build my list. Tell me in the chat, who just had an aha freaking moment? Okay, good, 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 good. The light bulbs are coming on. Here's how this works, guys. I'm going to break down why this works after I show you Amy's campaign. She has a physical product. Again, she launched a giveaway here. Okay, notice she's got her bag, she's got the countdown, and the first step says enter email below. Okay, that's how, again, you capture the email to double your list. I'll break that down here in a second, but look what steps 2, 3, and 4 are. Take a look at steps 2, 3, and 4 real quick on my screen. Like, share, and tweet. So again, her fans enter on desktop or, again, on the mobile version that you see here, and she gets tweets out the wazoo. Look at the results, guys, she got across the top of the screen. Look at those numbers. We got her permission to reveal these publicly. Read those numbers there, the white text across the top of my screen. How many of you guys would literally love to snap your fingers and have 582 new email leads in your Aweber account? That's basically what Amy did here. 582 new leads. And I want you to read the black text right here where my mouse is. Okay, this is right out of Amy's mouth. It's a direct quote. Read right here the black text that Amy said, right where my mouse is. She said, with Heyo, I was able to launch my campaign without having to use code. Okay, it's drag and drop. She said the ease of use was amazing. We're extremely pleased with the results and look forward to selling more bags. So she captured the email leads, then she sold more of her product. Can I get an amen for selling your freaking product on social media? Finally, right? Hyper engaging campaign, capture the email, use Aweber, and then boom, sell product. That's what it's all about. It doesn't have to be a mystery. Okay, this is how it works, and you're seeing how Amy did it. I'm going to show you one last campaign. This is a physical location, King Tut's Wawa Hut. It's a restaurant. Okay, they launched their campaign. This is the desktop version. I'm going to scroll through the mobile version. Okay, that went kind of fast. I'll do it again. Again, so it looks great on mobile. You've got to make sure you've got mobile optimization. Otherwise, you're wasting your time trying to build a list using social. Okay, and here were the results. Look across the top of the screen. So guys, after you read that, the white text across the top of my screen, I want you to type in the GoToWebinar questions. How many emails did this campaign capture? How many emails did this campaign capture? You guys see it? You see the number? Exactly, 2,668. Okay, and these guys, these are not technical wizards. Tony Seal, Tony Crispo, Mike Smith, Regina Searson, Meg Clifford, they're just like you. These folks are just like you, business owners trying to make it, hustling, not a lot of time. Okay, this is what happened. And this, again, guys, is with no ad spend. The conversion rate was over 57%. Brandon, you know all about conversion rates because that's what you do at Aweber. Landing pages, converting to an email. Is a 57% conversion rate good or bad?
That's amazing.
What do you usually see?
Well, so I
On
mean,
a
it's going to
typical
vary.
landing page.
Yeah. I think what we see is probably closer around 25-30%.
There you go. And there's a lot of people out there that set up a landing page, and they'll be lucky to get 5 or 6% of impressions to convert to an email lead. So Brandon hit the nail on the head, guys. Look, Brandon works today where he sees the data. He said this is unlike anything he's ever seen. It's extremely high, 57%, and it's because of people like Paul. I want you to meet Paul. Take a look at my screen. This is Paul. And if you guys know him, you can't know him because he's a computer icon, all right? But here's what happens. He enters the campaign and shares and tweets to his followers. So let's say he's got, 1,000 Facebook friends and 2,000 Twitter followers. He shares your campaign, okay, with 3,000 people, and 5 of those 3,000 click through and do the same thing. 1 turns to 5. When those 5 people share and tweet, they share it to their, say, 20,000 followers and friends combined. Well, they get another 30 people in. Do you guys see how this creates a snowball? I can literally hear you guys going, oh my gosh, I get this. Do you guys see how, again, you need at least 100 fans to start the snowball because you need at least 1 Paul. Who understands this? You look at this and you go, okay, I get this. I understand how these Facebook contests can get me free traffic with no ad spend. If you guys understand this snowball thing, type I get it in the GoToWebinar questions. If you understand the snowball thing I'm talking about, type I totally get it. I get it, I get it, I get it in the GoToWebinar questions. All right, everyone is getting it. That's great. So here's what I want to do. I want to pick one of you guys to actually demo this with, and I need you to tell me, do you want me to demo the photo contest or the sweepstakes? Tell me in the chat, do you want me to demo the photo contest or the sweepstakes? What are you more interested in? And Chris, while I want you to actually look at what people are saying, and while they're doing that, I'm going to go find someone who checked in on Twitter to use as an example. So Chris, go ahead and unmute yourself, and let's figure out if we're going to do a photo contest demo or a sweepstakes demo.
Unmuted.
All right. Hey, Nathan. Chris here, everyone from Heyo HQ. And I do see a ton of responses here. And man, it's a real mix, Nathan. We've got a lot of folks who are saying photo contest. Someone said pick me. David said pick me. But I'm also seeing, Nathan, a lot of people, and I actually think I would say maybe more people saying sweepstakes than photo contest. It's really close though.
Okay, well, that's what we'll do. We will do the sweepstakes. Okay, I'll do it fast, and then we'll do a little vote at the end, and you guys can tell me if you want me to do the other one as well. So I'm sharing my screen with you guys live right now. I'm going on Twitter for those of you that checked in, and I'm trying to find one of you guys to use as a good example. Chris, maybe you can help me out too. Guys, type your website URLs in the GoToWebinar chat, and Chris, if you find a good website we can use as an example before I do, let me know. Just read it to me here. That'll help us save some time. All right, let's see here. Again, there's so many people checking in. It's difficult to find a good one fast. All right, bear with me, guys. We're gonna find one here right now. Here's Bob's. Chris, do you see any on your end?
I'm pulling up a couple right now, Nathan, and having a look, and a lot of people are posting your
Here we go.
URLs. You got one?
I found one.
Awesome.
I'm gonna use Karen. I'm gonna use Karen.
I'm just buried here, Nathan, in great websites.
Good. That's
Muted. Unmuted.
I'm going to start on Karen's demo here. I'm going to see real quick if I can also find her. Karen Sternberg. Hey, Karen, I've got you unmuted. Is your microphone connected by chance?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, great. Okay, are you excited or what? There's like literally 800 people on. You're getting featured in front of all of them. Are you ready?
I'm really excited. Yes.
Okay, here we go. So just watch my screen for now, okay, guys? I'm going to use Heather's site here. I'm first going to log in. Okay, you guys don't need to follow this particular step. So those of you that selected an agency earlier on in the webinar, I'm going to walk you through. The first thing you want to do, Heather, is click Add a New Business when you log in. Okay. Now, Heather, what's your business name?
You mean Karen?
Oh gosh, Karen, I'm so sorry. Yes,
Okay.
Karen.
Mrs. Jones and Co.
Mrs. Jones and Co. Okay, save business. All right, Karen, you with me?
Yep.
Here we go. I'm going to click this button, Run a Social Contest. And do you see over here, you see sweepstakes right here?
Yep.
I'm going to click that. We also have Refer a Friend, Group Deal, Video Contests, and Photo Contests. We'll do sweepstakes for now. And Karen, I'm going to click Save and Start Editing. Now, Karen, are you like me? You don't know anything about coding, and like the thought of it makes you vomit?
Yes.
Good. We're totally on the same page. So I'm going to do everything right now without a line of code. In fact, Karen, if you see me do any coding, I want you to scream as loud as you can, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take your logo. Okay, I'm going to copy the image URL, and we need to put that in the upper left of your campaign. So I'm going to paste the URL. Boom, look at that.
That's great.
Save changes. Now, Karen, we've run, again, over 500,000 campaigns. Write this down, guys, in your notes. You want your countdown to be exactly 7 days. Exactly 7 days. Guys, how long should your campaign be?
7 days.
Karen's got it, 7 days, okay? So make sure you got it 7 days. If it's shorter than that, guys, there's not enough time to build that snowball. If it's longer, Karen, people will ignore it, and they'll just tell themselves, oh, I'll come back later. And you don't want to lose people like that, okay? The next thing you want to do, Karen, we need something good to give away. Is there anything on your site that we can that you think we could give away? Like, could we give away one of these necklaces?
No, we can't get that. I don't know that one. Let's go to earrings. If you want to go to jewelry, go to the drop down under earrings.
Okay, jewelry, earrings.
Yeah, and let's do the little quartz earrings right up there. They're on sale.
These.
Yep.
That's pretty good because I'm not a jewelry. Obviously, don't wear earrings, and I don't know what quartz is, but I got that right off the bat. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take these beautiful quartz earrings. I'm going to copy the image URL, and Karen, again, no coding here. I'm going to click the image, and boom, there are the beautiful earrings. What I need to do now is click the text, and I need to say something like, follow the steps on the left for your chance to win these beautiful quartz earrings. Okay, and Karen, I will make this, I can make the text any size I want, any font I want. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and center it. Click Save Changes. Now, here is where the list building tactic comes in. So those of you that have minimized my window, you want to maximize it. Okay, you do not want to miss this part right here. This is where I'm going to integrate directly with Aweber without having to code. So Karen, you've probably done this before. You get like an embed code, you put it in Google because you don't know how to embed it, and you get like, before you know it, you've lost 3 hours trying to figure out how to code, right? We've all done. You guys laugh because we've all done this, right? Here's how to save yourself those 3 hours. I'm going to click Enter, the Enter Email field, and over here on the right side of my screen, I'm going to click Aweber. Send my email leads to Aweber. I'll click Connect to Aweber. Okay, and when I do that, what will happen is it'll automatically list all the lists you have in Aweber over here on the right side. Okay, so when you do that, what it means is when people put in their email address, it'll drop it directly into your Aweber account, meaning you don't have to download a CSV and then like figure out what to do with the CSV and all that stuff. Okay, so you guys can actually see it right here. Add email leads to which list. I'm going to select the Facebook contest one. And I can even add some fields here, Heather. So let's say that I wanted to put in another field that was, you know, maybe we change this one to first name. And maybe we add another checkbox, a checkbox field that says, email me future promotions, and we default that to check. You see how it updates itself live without you having to code?
Yep, yep.
You can then drop your thank you page URL in here if you want, and we'll click Save Changes. So what we want to do next, Heather, wait, now I'm getting, it's Heather, right, or Karen?
Karen, yeah, that's okay.
I keep going back and forth. Good, Karen. So what we'll do then next is we'll update the social sharing buttons. So we want to put your Facebook fan page URL in here. That way when people enter your campaign and they click like, those people will actually be liking your Facebook page. Okay, it's all integrated. Now I'm going to open your Facebook page, copy the URL, and see right here, Karen, where I'm going to paste it?
Yep.
Right there. I'm then going to say, this is where, again, you turn that one person into like 50. You want them to tweet and share it to their friends. I just entered to win free quartz earrings. Click here to enter to. Okay? Save changes. That way when they tweet and share it, they'll tweet and share that message out. Are you with me?
Yep.
All right. Last thing I want to do, let's say I want to spice this up a little bit and give maybe a very cool background pattern that makes it feel like an exclusive jewelry shop. I can pick one of these patterns. Ooh, Karen, Karen, I kind of like this one. Do you?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. We'll click Save and Preview. And Karen, remember when I told you that mobile is critical? Do you remember how many people, again, I said this briefly, how many people only use Facebook via mobile every day?
Yep.
How many? Do you remember?
Yes, it was 624 million.
You guys got it. And Greg L. and EJ, you guys all got it in the questions as well. Over 600 million. So you guys want to watch this carefully. This is the one click that will instantly convert this campaign to mobile as well. Karen, this saves you from having to pay a freelance developer sometimes $3,000 or $4,000 to mobile optimize your campaign. So count me down, starting at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'll click the button. Go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom, baby. Watch this.
Wow.
Karen said, wow, she's speechless. Karen, it looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Totally mobile optimized. Looks amazing. Guys, I'll do it again for those of you that missed it. Here's what it looks like on Facebook desktop. I'm clicking this button right here. Boom. It also works gorgeously on mobile. I'll then click Publish, Karen. I'll select the page I want to publish to, and then it's going to give me, hey, it will give me a smart URL. You then want to use this URL in all your marketing. And when people click that link, Karen, if they're on mobile, they'll go to the mobile version. If they're on desktop, they'll go to the desktop version. So you only have to worry about using one URL. Talk about time savings, right?
Yep.
Amen. Guys, that was the demo there of the sweepstakes. How many people just saw that and said, oh my gosh, Nathan, I want to do this right now? Type right now in the GoToWebinar questions if you're going, oh my gosh, I want to do this now. Karen, while they're doing that, what was your overall thought process there? Did you know you could do something like that fast?
I didn't. I'm very, very impressed.
Very cool. And guys, we didn't even get into the photo contest because I want to be respectful of your time. So I will literally show that, but I'm only going to spend 30 seconds on it. Karen, keep me honest. Tell me when 30 seconds is up. Here's how you do the photo contest. Click Run a Social Contest. Click Photo Contest. Click Save and Start Editing. Okay. You can tell people to enter, change the clock, change these images. People can enter using Instagram or just an image URL. You capture their email. Okay. Now, when you save and preview this, you'll see they can toggle over to Enter, where they can enter the photo contest for a chance to win. So, Karen, you could tell people to enter their favorite picture of their piece of jewelry on them, and the winner might win those quartz earrings. Okay. And then once people enter, their entries will show up here, and you can vote. Okay. And again, looks gorgeous, Karen, on mobile, doesn't it?
It does.
Very, very easy. So guys, there you have it. Chris, I see a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, this was great. I had no idea it was so fast. Karen, thank you so much for being a great sport. Guys, type clap in the GoToWebinar chat to give Karen a round of applause. Karen, no pressure. That was like you standing in an auditorium giving a keynote in front of 700 people. All right. Very good. And now you have a bunch of fans. People are clapping you up in the chat. So guys, here's what I want to summarize so far, and you want to keep watching. We got a surprise at the end, live Q&A, and you may win a great prize. Here's what you've learned so far: how to steal your competitor's list and get them to agree to it. I walked you through how to increase your open rates instantly, and I showed you the one button you can push on Facebook which will help you double your email list. Just like gravity makes Apple fall to the ground, that was that mobile optimization button for your photo contests, your video contests, your sweepstakes, and giveaways. So tell me real quick, guys, in the GoToWebinar questions, yes or no, have you learned at least 2 things from this webinar? And if you've learned more than 2, type in exclamation points and capital letters. What do you think? Have you learned at least 2 things so far? Tell me what you're thinking. Now, you guys can't see everyone else on the chat. So what I did is I just took a screenshot, and I'm going to see if I can quickly open up that screenshot so you can see what everybody else is saying. If I can open it fast, maybe not. Maybe I can't open it fast. Yes, I can. Here it is. So you guys can see, again, we have on my screen, you can see we have over 600 people. You can see up here on the webinar right now, and everyone's typing yes, 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 absolutely, totally. Again, over 600 people right there where my mouse is, and everyone is going yes. So guys, here is my question for you. Again, we're working with Aweber. I want to respect the fact that you guys are investing in yourself. And like I said earlier, I don't care at all about big corporations. I only care about people like Karen and Pat and Neil Davis and Monte Taylor, Barbara McDaniel, Meg Clifford. I care about small business owners. And we've put together something very special. Pricing you won't find anywhere on our website, just for you guys on this webinar. But I don't want to spend time on it unless you guys are interested in the pricing. So if you are interested in pricing, just type buy real quick in the GoToWebinar questions. And if more than, say, 50% of you type buy, I'll walk you through what we've put together for you. Now, if you're not interested, just type not interested, and we'll skip forward right to Q&A, and you won't have a chance to get that discounted pricing or that special pricing. And I'm going to open up the questions here to see if I can see what people are saying. Okay, let's see. Okay, but almost everybody is saying buy. It's like a Backstreet Boys song, or is that NSYNC? Guys, what's that song where it's like, baby, bye. I can't sing. But you know what I'm talking about? Am I embarrassing? I'm embarrassing myself right now. Okay, it's NSYNC. Yeah, the chat right now looks like a bad NSYNC video. Everyone's going bye. I hope nobody recorded that. Lord have mercy. All right, pay careful attention, guys. And remember, we have live Q&A coming up. We'll answer all of your questions, and we've got a surprise. So here's what we've done for you guys. On our website, at any time, you can go get the following. You can buy the plan, and you'll be able to launch a campaign as often as you want, whether it's one per day, one every other week, whatever you want. Second, you'll get access to our photo and video contest templates, along with everything you saw me do in the demo I just did with Karen. Number 3, you'll get access to the giveaway and sweepstakes template, so you don't have to pay freelancers $2,300 or $2,500 to code it for you. 4, you'll get lead generation templates, so you can double your Aweber email list. Number 5, we'll give you that button that will enable you to directly integrate with Aweber, okay, so you don't have to worry about messing with Excel files and CSVs. Number 6, I'll let you read this one yourself. You guys know why number 6 is important, right? Remember your legs? You need them. We'll give you the mobile button, the one-click button that makes all your campaigns mobile optimized. Number 7, you can finally stop paying freelance developers and designers because you can drag and drop this thing together yourself, like I just did with Karen. Number 8, we've got really smart lawyers working at Heyo. They make sure that every campaign that gets launched abides by Facebook's terms of service. That way, you can sleep well at night without having to worry about Facebook shutting you down. And number 9, we've got amazing customer support. You know, I gave my phone number out at the beginning of the call to somebody who I want to get coffee with here in New York. In fact, if any of you guys are in New York, write this down. I'd love to get coffee with you. My number is 703-431-2709. Just shoot me a quick text. But we have amazing customer support. So just to be clear, everything on this slide, you guys can get on our website right now if you wanted to. Anyone can get this at any time on our website. But here's what I'm doing specifically for the Aweber audience that is live with me here right now. And there's 658 of you live with me right now. It is about 2:57 p.m. on Friday, September 11th. This is just for you guys. So as a bonus, if you decide to buy on the webinar, we'll do a few things for you. The first, we'll feature your fan page or business on our blog. Now, our blog gets tons of traffic, so this is like free exposure for you. Number 2, you'll get a personal one-on-one strategy call with either myself if you're an agency or with Brooks if you're a single business to ensure that you're successful. We definitely won't let you hang. Number 3, you might be wondering, Nathan, Karen gave away gold quartz earrings, but I don't know what I would give away. Well, we'll show you 11 high converting ideas you can copy as an incentive or plan for your Facebook campaign, okay? So you'll have all those ideas right there in a very nice ebook. Number 4, you'll get access to our invite-only mastermind group. You know, this is back when, think back to like when everyone was writing the Constitution, there was that group of 12 people that came together in secret. They exchanged the best ideas and built an amazing document called our Constitution together. Well, you'll get access to this mastermind group. There's no other way to get access to it except here on the webinar. There's no other way to get access to it. And again, this is full of people that share data with each other. They share what's working. They walk through how they're doubling their list, how they're using autoresponders and merge tags, how they're starting from nothing and going to 10,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. You get all those minds by getting into this group. Number 5, you'll get a video replay of today's webinar. Okay, you'll only get that here if you decide to buy, and that way you can go back and watch it at your own pace. Number 6, we'll show you guys the secret to stunning visual content. There's a very simple math formula you need to understand to make sure every photo you post on your Facebook page gets likes, shares, and comments. And lastly, AWeber came on stage with us last year and in a $2 million studio in San Francisco at Creative Live. And they taught a 30-minute course with me on stage about how to discover content the newsfeed loves. Now, if you guys go to Creative Live literally right now and search Nathan Latka, you'll see the price for this is $179. You literally have to pay that if you don't get it here as a bonus on this call. So that is truly a $79 value just by itself. All right, so here's what we've done. Put together all these bonuses, over $480 in value, only available to those that decide to purchase on the webinar. And here's how you can grab it, guys. Go to heyo.com/buy right now. It's just $300 one time for the year. Again, launch a campaign as often as you want, photo and video, giveaway and sweepstakes templates, direct integration with AWeber, mobile versions, no legal worries, great customer support, along with exclusively for you guys that decide to buy. Again, it's 3 p.m. now Eastern on Friday, September 11th. If you decide to buy on the webinar, you'll get all these bonuses instantly as well. So head to heyo.com/buy. I see a bunch of you texting me already. That's great. Wonderful, wonderful. What I'm going to do now is check in with a few people here that we spoke with at the beginning of the call. Let me first go talk to Miss Meg Clifford, if I can find her. Meg, I've got you unmuted. Is your microphone still connected?
Meg, unmuted.
Is your microphone still connected?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Meg, we can. So tell me, what do you think about the content? What do you think about this offer? So tell me, what do you think about the content? What do you think about this offer?
I think it's great.
And you even think it's great as you've got like babies in the background jumping on your lap. I can hear them. There's an echo, guys, so I muted Meg. No worries there. Again, you want to stay tuned even if you're not interested in this offer, because we're going to do live Q&A at the end. Let me real quick unmute Brandon. Brandon, again, you work with a lot of partners all over the place at AWeber. You've seen a lot of list building strategies. What would you tell your audience? Is this something they should take advantage of or not, in your opinion?
Yeah, I definitely think so. We've done several of these types of campaigns from our side as well to grow our audience and to grow our list, and they've been hugely successful at times, and other times, they've been a struggle. But it's all about getting the right incentive in place, and the fact that you're giving away some of those high converting ideas is a great incentive, because I know a lot of you, just kind of following on the questions here, had questions about, I don't know exactly what to offer, and so that's a really key piece and a really nice part of this bonus.
And Brandon, I see a bunch of people signing up already. Michael Phelps, Kevin King, a bunch of other people. I'm going to try and talk to some of them. Michael, I've got you unmuted. Michael Phelps, can you hear me? Is your microphone connected? Okay, Michael's dead silent, so I'm going to assume his microphone's not connected. Let's go to Kevin. Again, we've got a bunch of folks signing up at heyo.com/buy. Let me see, ABCDFGJKL. I got to tell you, Brandon, I've never seen this many people on a webinar. It makes it hard to find people and get them unmuted. Kevin King, there he is. Kevin, I've got you unmuted. Is your microphone connected?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, awesome, man. Hey, what'd you think about the content? And I saw you just went to heyo.com/buy and purchased for $300. Why'd you do it?
That's a good value for what you're getting. I mean, for $300 to get that kind of ability to market that easily, that's a no-brainer. I mean, you'd be foolish not to if you have any hope of building a list, because the list is the gold mine. A lot of people just don't realize. They think they sell something or do something one time and they forget about the people, but the key to success is going back to those people over and over and over and mining that data, and you can be hugely successful. And this is
Michael, that's
easy
so
way
smart. It's a point that I forgot to even iterate, but you hit the nail on the head. I see some people, Michael, I'm going to leave you unmuted. I want to ask you another question. They're asking, Nathan, I can't wait to get in and try this. Again, I see a bunch of people buying right now. I'm going to go talk to them in a second. Guys, we do, if you take a look at my screen, have a 100% 30-day risk-free guarantee. So, Michael, what that means, and we've been ripped off. Michael, you have no idea. People rip us off all the time, but it's okay. What that means is if you buy today and you call us back, again, all of you have my personal cell phone number now. If you call back in 28, 29 days and say, Nathan, this just didn't work for me, can I get a refund? You're going to get a refund instantly. And Michael, of course, people are thinking, well, Nathan, don't you guys get ripped off? Don't people do this, get the bonuses, and then just ask for a refund, but they get to keep the bonuses? And Michael, the answer is yes. We get ripped off all the time. But you know what? Generally speaking, people are good people. We're okay getting ripped off every now and then if it means this guarantee makes it you more comfortable signing up. So Michael, what do you think about this? Makes it easy, right? Or Kevin King.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking to somebody else there.
Yeah, that was my fault. Kevin King, that's what I meant. Kevin, this guarantee makes it really easy, right?
Guarantee, but yeah, I still stand by what I said earlier. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Well, you checked out before then. Now, Kevin, I'm going to try and get to some of the other folks that just checked out. But, man, I want to say thank you and welcome to Heyo, man. We're excited to work with you.
I appreciate it.
You bet. Okay, so, again, I see Anna, Stan, Anna Allen, Jackie Cotta, Lori Wilkinson. You know, guys, I am there's well over 20 people, guys, that have already checked out. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to limit this. I thought maybe 5 or 10 of you would decide to buy. We're well over that already. And these blog posts do take a long time to write, you know, in the bonus thing. So I'm going to update the slide. I will do this for 5 more people, and then I'm going to shut it down. Brandon, sorry, I hope you're okay with me doing that. Just because the bonuses do take us time. Is it okay, Brandon, with you if I do that? 5 more?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Good. So, guys, we'll do 5 more people. Heyo.com/buy. I'm going to read off some other names of people I see checking out. Anna Gatman just purchased. Let me go see if I can unmute Anna. Where is Anna Gatman? A-N-N-A. There she is. Anna, I've got you unmuted. Can you hear me clearly?
Hi. Thanks.
Hey, how are you, Anna?
I'm doing well. Thanks for this great webinar, and I'm glad to sign up and try it out.
Well, first off, have you been on webinars before?
A few times, yes.
I mean, they're usually like really boring, right? You like fall asleep. Was this webinar boring or was it super exciting?
It was super exciting.
That's a leading question, right? But I got to tell you, I love Anna connecting on webinars with people. People are texting me now. I love it. I saw you just went to heyo.com/buy and you purchased. Tell me why you did it.
Well, I just, how do I say this? I just launched a campaign on Facebook for a free chapter for my book, and I'm not getting enough opt-ins, and I loved your idea of making it responsive for mobile. So I thought that I would try it through you.
Oh, awesome. Well, Anna, welcome to Heyo. We're so thrilled to have you.
Thank you, thank you.
You bet. Stay on the line with me right here. I'm going to real quick see if I can unmute Stan Smith. Stan, you're unmuted. Is your microphone connected? Okay, no Stan, that's okay. Anna Gatman, tell me real quick, what is your business? What industry are you in?
I am in the business of spirituality.
Spirituality.
How to unlock, so 4 keys to unlock your spiritual genius.
Ooh, I love that. Look at you. You even have the little one-liner all down. That's great. Anna Allen, I've got you unmuted. Is your microphone connected?
It sure is. How's it going? Thanks for this awesome webinar and software system. I'm really excited to use it.
Good. Well, yeah, I saw you just went to heyo.com/buy and you purchased, along with, I have 2 Annas unmuted right now, so this might get confusing. But Anna Allen, why did you decide to buy?
Well, I just have redone my website and was looking at the different options for the different campaigns and photo contests specifically for the new book that I'm launching, which is Environmental Detox for a Healthy Home. And this is just a perfect combination and kind of good cocktail to go with a webinar and a website.
Real quick, I want to wrap back to you in a second, but I need to update this real quick. I just saw, let me see, Jonathan, Candace, Jack, and Mary. Jonathan, Candace, Jack, and Mary all just signed up. So, Anna, we've got 1 more of these bad boys left. You guys want to grab that right now, heyo.com/buy before it disappears. This is, again, it's now, 3:08 p.m. Eastern on Friday, September 11th. This is going to disappear here in a second when the last one goes. You can grab it at heyo.com/buy. So, Anna Allen, walk me through. Have you tried a campaign before, or will this be one of your first?
You know what? I tried Infusionsoft a couple years ago and used a lot of their different campaign strategies, and it really found it even more confusing to work with and challenging because of the multiple functionalities that made it harder. This seems like a really simplified system and just goes directly into Aweber, which is also simple and very user-friendly.
That's great, and it's, again, we recommend Aweber all the time. There's a lot of email marketing platforms out there. Aweber is definitely the way to go. I'm going to real quick see if I can loop in, and I'm going to leave you unmuted, but I'm also going to unmute Jonathan before we go into Q&A. Jonathan Magnan, I have you unmuted. Are you connected?
Yes.
Very good. Jonathan, tell me real quick why. I see you just went to Heyo.com/buy and purchased. Why did you purchase?
Yeah, it seemed very user-friendly, and I used Facebook before, but it seemed like yeah, I would actually save a lot of time. So that was my main point.
Yeah, very good. Now, have you tried to do this by yourself before, like code it yourself?
I'm sorry?
Have you tried to code a campaign custom yourself before? Like, it sounds like you know it's painful to do yourself.
No, I'm not into coding at all.
Smart man. Stay as far away from it as possible, right? Awesome. Well, Jonathan, welcome to Heyo, man. We're thrilled to have you. Let's real quick, guys, before we go forward to Q&A, I'm going to check in with one last person. And unfortunately, guys, Catherine just got the last one. We're going to speak to her in a second. So I'm updating the slide right now. As you can see, there are 0 of these left. 0 of these left. So if you're in the middle of checking out, guys, I will honor that. Okay, I'll honor that. If you're at heyo.com/buy and you're in the middle of putting in your first name or last name or credit card, finish checking out, and I will honor that. It's 3:11 p.m. right now, so you've got, we'll give it 60 seconds to wrap that up. In the meantime, let's talk with Catherine, who just purchased, and then Brandon, we're going to go right into Q&A. So if you can start maybe gathering some questions that you see in the comments, we'll be sure to answer all of those coming up here in Q&A. So Catherine Agus, I've got you unmuted. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you.
Great. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Where are you joining us from? What part of the world?
England.
England. Very good. And I saw you just went to heyo.com/buy. You purchased. You got the last one. Why did you decide to buy?
Because I haven't done a contest before, and even though I had a lot of problems getting onto this webinar, I still understood what you were saying. I could follow it, even though I missed the first half of it. So I thought it's got to be worth it.
That's a good omen. If you had troubles getting on the webinar, but then you got on and you still understood everything, that's definitely a good omen. So, Catherine, welcome to Heyo. We're thrilled to have you.
I persevered. I had my mobile, I had my laptop, and I had my iPad. Eventually, I got on.
Perseverance. I love that. Let's go over to Diane Evans. Diane Evans, I have you unmuted. Are you connected?
Yep, I am.
Okay, so I see you purchased as well. Why did you decide to buy?
Well, I'm an OB/GYN, and I have a lot of clients that I use, and I'm just having some problems getting my clients, and I thought this was a fantastic way to get people to participate and get board certified.
There you go. That's a really, really great idea. So is that the only industry you're in, or are you in multiple industries?
Well, no, I'm an OB/GYN. This is just my sidekick, but I have so many friends who failed the boards before. I decided about 5 years to start up this company, and this is my first year of actually having a web page, and I thought maybe giving away an iPad and maybe a free course could really, really help my marketing campaign. I've been trying to figure out with my web designer what to do, and then I saw your webinar, and I said, this is perfect. This is just what I need.
Oh, that's so great. Well, again, welcome to Heyo. We're thrilled to have you.
Okay, thanks.
You bet. Karen Richardson, I have you unmuted. Are you connected? Okay, no Karen. That is okay. Guys, we're about 30 seconds away from getting to live Q&A, and we're also going to pick a winner for our notes competition. Again, that we're out of all those bonuses, so I do apologize if you missed that. I do apologize for that. Here's what we will do, though. If for whatever reason you guys had troubles checking out or you need help, just type your phone number, guys, in the GoToWebinar questions, and we'll be sure to reach out to you to help make sure you get checked out if you hit any technical glitches, okay? If you hit any technical glitches or you have questions about an agency plan or white label or, how many pages can I use this on or things like that, just type in the webinar, the GoToWebinar, your phone number, and either Chris or Christina with the HEYO team will reach out to you here quickly, or myself when the webinar ends. So that being said, Brandon, what kinds of questions are we seeing come in that we should definitely get knocked out?
Well, there's been a ton of questions, and there's no way for me to go back through them all, but I see that a lot of them have been getting answered. I'm just really quickly kind of running through the most recent ones.
Great.
One of them here says, how do you find the conversion rate? What the conversion rate is for people that sign up to a list for a contest to get something free and then turn into an actual buyer. That's a tough question to answer because it's going to vary by industry and the type of business that you run. But like we were mentioning before, I think a good conversion rate to kind of shoot for getting people to join your list from a contest is anywhere from 20 to 50%, depending on kind of what the giveaway or incentive is. And then turning them to an actual buyer is sort of what Nathan talked about with step number 2 is getting people to open that email and getting them to act. And so there's different ways to get those open rates up. You also have to give them something that's going to entice them to want to convert into a customer. Be happy to put you in touch with our email experts here, help@aweber.com. You can also call us toll free, and any number of our email experts can help answer that question and guide you in the right direction.
That's right. I see Greg L. just asked, what type of contests get the greatest viral results on Facebook? Greg, the specific template that's getting the highest amount of free impressions, and that's the most viral by nature, is the one called the sweepstakes template. That's the one that's creating the largest, what we call the largest snowball. Okay. Christine McClendon just said, would like to know if a contest, sweepstakes, etc., is best for a service-based business, such as a coach. Well, Christine, coaches, you want to give away something. Don't give away your time. Like, don't tell people, enter for an hour-long free session with me. Give away like a coach's pen or something like that, or a black moleskin notebook, and then use the sweepstakes contest. Okay, use the sweepstakes contest. That's the one that's working, again, the best right now. And again, we're launching tons of these campaigns very fast. All right. Brandon, what other questions do you see? Anything?
Here's one question from Marilee that asks, what kind of prize might a business coach use? Actually, that's the one you just answered. There was a similar one before. Let me look through the most recent ones here.
And while you're doing that, Brandon, I'm going to launch this poll real quick, guys. Tell me real quick, if you're still with us, how many Facebook fans do you guys currently have, just out of curiosity? Depending on how many fans you guys have, I can give you some specific recommendations. So go ahead and answer that poll on your screen right now while Brandon is reading through your questions.
Yeah, so there's one question here from Hillary asking, that she's a blogger, and she's asking what advantages could this have for her as a blogger. She doesn't sell anything specifically, and again, this thing can, this type of approach doesn't have to be strictly products. You can approach it from a service-based business. We do the same thing here at AWeber with the contests that we run. We don't necessarily sell a product; we sell a service. Software as a service, and you can do certain things like giving away ebooks or checklists of things that are not a lot of effort on your part to put together, but are highly valuable to your audience.
It's a really, really great point, Brandon. Really good point. All right, what other, let me see here. I want to make sure we get all these questions. Guys, real quick, we're about to pick a winner of the HEYO Notes competition. So the way that you submit your notes to that, guys, is you go to Twitter. Okay, open up Twitter. I'm going to go there right now and use the hashtag HEYO Notes, hashtag HEYO Notes, to submit your notes. And we'll pick a winner here in a second, right after we're done answering questions. I can see here, Brandon, isn't this great? I love it when folks are participating. Look at all these people filling out their worksheets. This is great.
That's awesome.
Good, good, good. Yeah, guys, so submit those at hashtag HEYO Notes. And Brandon, any other big questions you're seeing coming in?
there's plenty more, but I know we're kind of running short on time. So
Great. Okay, well, wonderful. I'm going to give you guys about 30 more seconds to submit your hashtag Heyo notes, notes for a chance to win the prize. And I'm going to pick one here. So here we go. Let me refresh, get the new notifications in. Go to Heyo notes.
while you're doing that, there is one question about, does Aweber have sweepstakes contest templates, meaning probably most likely email templates. We do not, but that's a great idea, and I'll put that through to our design team to work on some of those. But you can customize any number of the 700 plus templates that we have, and there's all sorts of drag and drop functionality, elements that you can put into there to make that fairly simple. So great question, and we'll work on putting that into our design team.
Great. Okay, I'm scrolling through all the Heyo notes right now to find a photo that is just the one that's got the best notes. And I'm going to go with these guys because, let's see, who is this? Alex. I'm going to go with Alex because he's got his notes in the background plus the worksheet that he is filling out. So, Alex, congratulations, my man. I'll reach out to you, get your address and your shirt size, and we will send you that free shirt. Guys, we are about to wrap up. We've got all the questions answered. You learned a bunch of great stuff on the webinar. I want to welcome all of you guys to the platform. And again, if you're just on the edge for whatever reason and you want us to reach out to you, just type your phone number in the GoToWebinar questions right now, and we'll definitely reach out to you. Brandon, with that being said, anything you want to add before we wrap up?
Just real quick plug for Ascend Summit again. If you're
Totally.
near the area or interested in growing your business with digital marketing, it's a great event. We had an awesome event last year and looking to have another great event this year. So go check it out, ascendsummit.com. Right now there's $100 off if you use Ascend 100 pricing code. But go check that out, and we'd love to see you there.
Guys, here's what I'll do. If you do decide right now to go to ascendsummit.com, purchase the ticket, it's a $100 discount. I am speaking at the event. What I will do, we'll host a dinner during one of the nights, Brandon, when nothing else is going on at the conference. Like, we'll make sure it's not conflicting, and I'll host a dinner to any of you guys, okay, that go and buy that ticket right now. We'll all get together. We'll get to brainstorm. You can show us your contest. We'll give you feedback. So go to ascendsummit.com, and I can't wait to connect with you guys there. Brandon, are you ready to wrap up?
Sounds great.
All right, let's do a big hey-o on the count of 3. You ready?
Alrighty.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Heyo! All right, guys, I'm Nathan Latka, CEO and co-founder of Heyo. We've got Brandon on from Aweber. See you guys at Ascend Summit. And if you just signed up to Heyo, we will be in touch shortly. Thanks so much, and guys, we'll take care and see you soon.